Hi guys, here we have a nice Brutal Plus 6 game. The game from I also learned a thing, and it was actually our third try, I think. But with these two commanders, it was pretty easy. So we kind of had a nasty synergizing mutators. Nasty synergizing mutators. We have Hardened Will, Heroes from the Storm, Void Reanimators, and Walking Infested. So thing is, heroes will of course have Hardened Will because they come with the rest of the wave. So you have to kill all the other units to actually be able to do some real damage to the heroes. Otherwise, all their incoming damage is reduced to maximum of 10. Or use units that deal small amount of damage, like swarm hosts, marines, zerglings. But it's not easy to actually kill heroes with such units, especially because you have also Walking Infested. That means that you have additional units on the map, and also if you wanna kill all these units before attacking heroes, then you have additional job to do because you also have to kill Walking Infested. Heroes, I kind of forgot if they spawn Infested Terran, but Void Reanimators do. And two things that were working heavily in our favor were A, Void Reanimator, all these dudes that come with mutators like Heroes of the Storm, Kill Bots, Boon Bots, Propagators. They're all heroic, but Void Reanimators are not, because if Void Reanimators would revive some stuff, some small stuff, they take 1 to 8 seconds depending on units, unit tier. So the small tier units like Walking Infested, like Infested Civilians, Zerglings, Marines, they need only 1 second to revive these. So if Void Reanimators would be heroic, reviving things around themselves, it would be hard to kill them because they would practically all have the Hardened shield all the time. Okay. And also now that mission objectives, the trains and hybrids also spawned Walking Infested. I'm not sure about hybrids. I think they do some, but I think heroes do not. Let me check that actually. I kind of forgot. Okay, so the best defense against heroes is good to go Templar. So my ally is Vorazun, he is Templar, and I have Templar too. And we also both have great tools. Okay, my ally is not a bot, his name is Computer. Okay. Sorry. So okay, I have Void Suppression Crystal. I'm also PE1, so I have Super Cloak. I have Legion for splash damage and to bait all nasty spells that later heroes will be Kerrigan, Nova, Zagara. Okay, so Raynor is pretty easy, but you can see it receives almost no damage before we kill all these things around Raynor. And my ally is Keeper of Shadows, so he'll be having additional stuff. Okay, you can see that Reanimator also spawns Walking Infested. So, yeah, and also Avatar, like Void Suppression Crystal slows units by 70%, heroes are slowed only by 35%, by half of that. But Avatar also had, if you didn't know that, Avatar has a pretty cool interaction with units. I mean, it devolves Avatar of Essence. It devolves non-heroic units, but heroes are slowed by 50%, and I think permanently slowed. So this is a really good thing. Avatar of Essence is also a good tool. And Vorazun, of course, Vorazun has time stop, which is great, even better than Super Cloak, because it lasts 5 seconds longer and it freezes everything. except the my boss, except the hero hybrids and trains also cannot be stopped, of course. And of course, Black Hole, my ally went for duration, so lasts for 13.6 seconds because usually it's 8 seconds, but he has mastery. Okay. And of course, Void Stasis. I think the hybrids cannot be stasis because they're heroic. Okay, so now we have Reanimator here. Now these Reanimators are kinda annoying, but okay, ally drops this. I also drop these guys for Whirlwind, and Storms are really good for dealing with enemies, and also when they spawn walking infested, then the Storm also kills them very fast. So that's why I always use Telbrus Legion whenever we have heroes. Okay, so now, okay, we forgot these parts, I will go for them later. But I managed to expand and have some workers already there. Here my allies' base is more exposed, but okay. I had some problems. I did lose some of these workers here, but generally it's a good start. I have two, so second fragment is of course important because it allows my Void Templar to do damage while blinking. Okay, my ally pinged me because it was a Reanimator here, but I went down there first. I wanted to collect actually this, but I realized, okay, there is a Reanimator, ally calls for help, there is a train here, and with such a good start we actually decided, okay, we can do bonuses. Okay, now this thing is here, yeah, okay. We are doing the train first, and of course mobility is pretty important. Ally has pylons. He kinda forgot that ability first, but I decided to make first the pair of Void Rays, and then when I get minerals, another pair, 2 pairs of Void Rays give a pretty good mobility. Okay, now I'm going here. Of course, you need a Robo Wave to be able to and the second fragment to be able to put unlimited number of units into the Void Array. Void Reanimator will spawn 20 seconds after the 20 seconds after the first unit on the map is killed, and then every 50 seconds another one will spawn. If you cage all of them, then they won't spawn again. Yeah, it says heroes, but I am aware of them. I'm just going here for the third fragment, because third fragment is important because of course you get avatar, but you also get these revival, like what's actually the name of the ability. Okay, so I sent the Legion first to bait all the bad spells, but my ally actually chose, I don't think his heroes even have time for that, because my ally black hole them, then his dudes and my dudes were able to easily clean them. Okay, so I kinda keep forgetting how what's the name of that back to the shadows ability, yeah. And good thing is that with Nerazim team, like Zeratul even gets strengthened because I have full cloaked army, both Zeratul and his Templar are cloaked, which means they will deal. Let's see, Zeratul, you see it has under 30 plus 19 point at 49. And also weapon speed, he attacks faster because of Orazun's strike from the shadows. Also the Veil of Shadows, which means that my Void Templar, you can see how fast they recharge shields. So that's the thing, that 50%, actually no, 50 thing, not 50%, but 5 times the faster shield. I actually forgot. I have to check, but yeah, faster shield regeneration when my ally is Borazun, and also the Borazun's death recall, which means that my Void Templar would have double revival. First the back to the back to the shadows kicks in, and then if Void Templar is killed again, the Warazun's that recall kicks in. Okay, not always. It's kind of weird mechanic. Sometimes it kicks both. It gets recalled when it's back to the shadow, so it's in the stasis and recalled to the nexus. But most of Void, I don't know actually how that mechanics works, but most of the Void Templar will be actually be revived twice. So. So yeah, so that's another thing. So this makes Zeratul even stronger with Vorazun. Okay, Zeratul does not give anything to passive to Vorazun. I can't remember. I think that Zeratul actually gives passive to Vorazun, but it receives a lot of those three things. Faster shield regeneration, faster attack speed, actually more attack damage, and so actually kind of 4 things and that recall thing. So yeah, that's it. But of course I can give Vorazun the super cloak, the crystal, the avatar. Okay, avatar actually gives. I mean, this is not. Yeah, kind of passive, but not global thing. It's when avatar is active. Also, the Vorazun units get avatar buffs. Okay, so these black holes were really good. So whenever you have this kind of mutator, use usually normal brutal games. I use dark pylon range, but you can see now Ella has all points in black hole because 5.8 seconds of longer black holes actually means a lot. Okay, now let's see how much energy actually. Okay, oh, he is actually pretty rich. So as you can see, the trains also has these hardened shields, but only these wagons which are close to units. Other wagons you can attack normally. Okay, now I almost get my robot destroyed. Last time reaction to actually drop the avatar because there is a reanimator, but we wanted to finish the train first and finish all the infested so they don't go and attack my ally stuff. And then I go here to. Then we both actually go here. Okay, actually told my ally actually forgot that he has a recall ability, so I was kind of pinging on the pylon, and now I am telling him. I mean, he knows he's not bad, but he kind of forgot. I mean, I sometimes forgot some things like this. Okay. Yeah, this void stasis is actually kinda bad, because you wanna clear the map to get rid of the void reanimators. In the end, I think we didn't actually go for full clear, because we didn't have to, but I mean, you can see now, if all the map was clean and only this was left, that only reanimators would spawn from this. So it's kinda good to... okay, yeah, now I bait this, and my ally is... okay, unfortunately these few were... hit bar, but of course that recall kicks in. And of course Zeratul also is cloaked, so Zeratul will also be revived. Okay, Zeratul cannot revive twice, because he doesn't have the back to the shadows ability, but of course that recall. So yeah. Okay, now we had the reanimator somewhere over here. It revived the dominator. Hybrids can be revived, of course. So and they also have hardened shield because they are also heroic. So yeah, the hybrids and trains also. Yeah, trains you already saw. Okay, unfortunately these benches cannot the Belius cannot fight them because they are cloaked. So we lost the Belius, but okay, we are very strong. Enemy was classic infantry. That was very fortunate because it's the weak composition and full ground. But only thing that's not on the ground for later wave, the science vessels, and actually I can say that science vessels were bigger problem for me in this game than all these mutators. It's kind of funny because you know they're pretty nasty mutators, the heroes plus the hardened void reanimators, but actually the... okay, now that's a little problem over here. Okay, Era is warping in. That's also good thing, mobility for Vorazun. He's, let's see, he's on 107 supply, which is good. He's always... I'm almost max, but I cannot warp in units. That's kind of downside of Zeratul, but yeah. Okay, so also hybrid gets hardened shield. Okay, these were too far. You can see now these guys. Okay. Now the hybrid is dead. And I left my ally to fight the... Yeah, I just helped with the Telberus because I realized, okay, ally has enough. Ally has enough. Art is actually the worst because he has that resurgence that deals 100 damage, 100 damage I think, when he revives, and also is the tankiest of all because it has 2000 plus 2000 HP, 2000 shields, and a mandatory so you can see now there is one revived, I think it was revived science vessels, and being clamped up, and bio units actually needed to retreat here while the effects of irradiate go off. Okay, this thing can also, my allies Templar are also bio, but for some reason this thing didn't irradiate them. Maybe, wait, do Amon's think Amon's irradiate has cool? No, it doesn't have cooldown, so it can irradiate a lot of stuff, but for some reason it's not irradiating now. Yes, it has enough energy. Okay, so I decided to go up there while my ally is on the other side, and we are actually almost kind of done with the parts. I mean, we can have half, but it's a lot here. And unfortunately, there are just ravens here. I mean, ravens are you can easily dodge ravens. Okay, I actually remembered that I need some anti-air, and this immortal was the only thing anti-air, except Zeratul, of course, that I was able to have because I maxed. I realized that too late. It's actually good to have 2 or 3 of them. Now I have only 1, but I maxed. I didn't want to kill my Void Templar, so it was kinda enough. But you know, it would be better if I had like 2 less, 2 fewer Void Templar and like one more of these guys. Okay, now I am here, so it's my turn to fight these guys. Okay, I deploy this thing, and also Super Cloak now, but my ally also deploys a Black Hole. This is kinda not necessary, but again, these guys would then run around because, of course, it doesn't stop them from moving. Somehow, I think I get my units irradiated. I don't know by what. Oh yeah, before the Avatar demoted the science vessel, they irradiated me. So yeah. There is also science vessel over here that's, I think, part of base guards or something, I don't know. Okay, so now we have another reanimator over here, or somewhere here. Yeah, my ally will take care of it. Okay, so even the reanimators give heroes the Hardened shield because they are not heroic. Okay. Well, it has no anti-air actually, it just has a bunch of, I mean, oracles are not anti-air, they're just detectors and anti-ground. Okay, so I actually don't know, this was kinda weird. I don't know what gave, probably when the time stop is activated. Yeah, my ally activated time stop, but no, it still has hardened shield, so... Yeah, there was something probably cloaked here. I don't know, I had a detector here, it was kinda weird. But it seems that when time stop is activated, the unit that has hardened shield retains it. I'm not actually sure about that. It has to be tested, or maybe it was just something cloaked there. I don't know, but... okay, yeah. Okay. So you can see these 640 remaining. So we had quite a time. We were not. We didn't do the fastest, but we didn't do any jeopardy to lose this game. Time out because we're doing it pretty comfortably. So this is the best commander pair when you have heroes, definitely. Except if you have heroes with the plague, but heroes with the plague, then you have to kind of turtle with Abatur or something. But yeah, Abatur plus Karax probably would be. I thought going Karax, but then I remember, oh well, yeah, Nerazim team should be really good here. And when we get with Nerazim team, you see that it was pretty easy. Okay, score screen. Okay, I cannot. This is a replay. Can go to score screen here, but I can show you the. What is this here? Match history. It was this game, and you can see I have more kills, but my ally has more parts collected. And actually my ally did more damage. Okay, you can see here damage dealt by cloak. Usually for damage wise statistic you need Magura's map, but we have these stats, damage dealt by cloak, and all of our units were cloaked, so well, I actually did more damage because he was mostly fighting heroes. Probably he did more damage to trains into last hybrids, I don't know. But yeah, Ally did more damage, and you will see here he actually did a great job with heroes. Okay, let's no, this was the test I did I did the test later because I was not completely sure if heroes can be revived, but because there are a lot of units, so maybe the Reanimators didn't have time to revive heroes, but I did the test on Void Launch, and okay, I saw that like all the Hellions were revived, 6 Hellions first attack wave, and then I waited for 15 to maybe 20 or 25 seconds for Reanimator to revive Raynor, but it didn't happen, so I'm now definitely sure that heroes cannot be revived, which is pretty good. So if you get Heroes of the Storm plus Void Reanimators, then you know that heroes at least cannot be revived. You can see I killed 5 heroes, my ally killed 14, I killed 3 more Reanimators though, and I had some cannons in the end when I maxed. I had some minerals spare, but I only projected one to save my gas from that one. I think it was Goliath or something, but I didn't even have to project because game was by then almost over. We just had to last hybrid to fight, so we didn't clear the map in the end, but it wasn't necessary. As you can see, effectively I didn't lose a single combat unit. I didn't lose Zeratul. I don't know if he was ever actually recalled by Vorazon, I think not. And Void Templar, I don't know if even Void Templar were actually recalled. Some of them died mostly to irradiates, but they were revived by Back to the Shadows, but I don't think they actually were even brought back by Vorazon, any of them. So I didn't lose this. I lost a few of these probes to those infested. I don't know how many, probably 10 to 15. But I didn't lose a single combat unit here. Well, I did lose 14 Dark Templar. His Dark Templar are kinda weaker, and that recall only restores only brings back with 1 HP left, so they're kinda weaker then. So yeah, he lost 14, but it's good number. I mean, he had like almost max. He had like 67 at the end, so it's good. And of course a lot of shadow guards to use with time stop. He lost he lost 5 Oracle. Yeah, it's easy to use Oracle, especially if enemies Terran. Okay, yeah, that's it. Even Avatar has some kills. Okay, that damage by statistics, it's a little bit more in my favor than it was shown, because I had that one Enforcer that did some damage to those hybrids, flying hybrids, and also some Ravens probably in science vessels and battle cruisers, and hybrids in the end. So yeah, a few thousand more will actually than it was shown. Then it wait, let's go back there. It says 188, 131 for me, but it was actually like few thousand more for me, because that thing was only thing that's not cloaked, unless it's under the dark pylon, but mostly it wasn't. So yeah, I did a few thousand more. Okay, I mean, so just this thing. And look at it. This is an interesting statistics. Like damage dealt to units in black hole. I had double my allies actually damage dealt in black hole, because my blinks were really good for the black hole thing, because they do splash damage to black holes, and uh, I blink through them and they all practically die. So I think I might have done decent damage to the heroes too. But while I actually had more Templar, of course, because they call Zeratul caps at 100 and Void Templar are 3 supply, while Dark Templar are only 2, I think, yeah. So so he kind of, when he jumped on the heroes, then I couldn't get close with my units, because there's limited space, of course, around them. So I was just blinking through everything, and sometimes even let my ally deal with the heroes, just help with the Telbrus while I was doing other things. Okay, that's it. That's one nice brutal +6 game. Didn't do brutal +6 for quite some time, so one. I was just kinda okay. I was asking in the chat, and I invited him, and we had a nice game. And I find out that heroes cannot be revived, so you can find a lot of things playing those brutal pluses. Okay, so that's it. That's it, guys. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and see you next time.